What's up, y'all? It's Truth Tiger, and today I'm going to talk about how narcissistic abuse, man, it just leaves you so burnt out and tired and depleted and exhausted, and just like, man, like I know for me on the weekends, it'll just be like Saturday, I'm just dead, and then it's not really until like Sunday night that I have, energy, and I just have to force myself to go grocery shopping and to, go to the gym, whatever, do the things I have to do. But it's just like, I'm just so burnt out. And I know a year ago, it was like just going to the grocery store was so difficult. Just leaving the house was so difficult. Just like going to work was so difficult. I mean, a lot of stuff, thank God, has gotten better, but man, it's still hard, and it's still just like, man, it's just like I always feel like I'm just running on fumes, and for my whole life I've had to deal with narcissistic control systems and narcissistic people, and just from my childhood to adulthood, and it's just constant and nonstop. And I've had health issues and stuff like that have come out because of that, and just all the stress and just being drained and depleted, and and it's just like I get all these stomach aches and stuff, and I've had asthma issues, and I have something called Raynaud's disease where like my fingers will shrivel up, and I know I was in the spirit kind of praying and meditating with God, and God showed me like you're really exhausted, you're really burnt out, like that's why this stuff is happening for the most part. And some of it's just like, also, like, I'll think about, something that happened to me, some narcissistic stuff, and I'll just get, like, so revolted, I'll get sick, or something will just, like, move in my chest, and it'll make my stomach hurt, or, I don't know, I'll make another video on, like, spiritual healing and, spiritual experiences like that, so I can kind of, address that topic separately. But it's like that, though. It really is, Like, I remember when I first watched a video about covert narcissists a couple years back, I immediately thought about my dad. And the next day I have like a fever, and I'm really sick for a couple days. And it's just like, learning this stuff, it's like there's some illness or some demons in the back of my body, and there's some kind of funk or something. And when I start to kind of confront these things, it's like I get sick, and it's just like, man, but just being around people and trusting people is just, it's really hard, I was just sitting and talking with somebody the other day, and I'm just like sweating like crazy, and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like having some kind of, I don't know, mini panic attack, or just sweating like crazy. I don't know what it was, but I don't think it was a panic attack, but maybe on some level, I guess. But I'm just sweating like crazy, and I'm like, why am I sweating so much, And I'm just like, it's hard to function now, It really is. And I'm not trying to make some big pity party or some big woe is me kind of video. Just like, this narcissistic abuse like does damage. It does a lot of damage. They really drain the life force out of you. They really do, and you're just kind of like left hollow and empty, and just like I just feel cold, Sometimes I'll just feel cold. I really will. It could be a hot, nice, sunny day, but I'll just feel so cold, and there's this coldness in my chest, and just like, man, like, why am I just feeling this way? But I'll just feel a coldness in my chest and emptiness in my guts. I don't know, I really will just feel that way. Like, I just don't even want to do anything or go anywhere or be around anybody or anything. And I think there's a balance to it where sometimes I have to rest and chill and not go hard on myself and kind of slow down. But on the other hand, I have to live my life and do the things I have to do, So I gotta kind of just balance it out. But it's just like, man, it really will just deplete the heck out of you. And it's just like, it just makes everything. It's just like my feet are like in they're just in this deep mud. It's just like I'm running in sand. Have you ever ran in sand? It's just like it's so much harder, and you just move slower. And yeah, that's what it's like. You're just it's just like I have this dark cloud around me, and I really do think, like, this narcissistic abuse is I know this narcissistic abuse is what's left me so depleted and just burnt out, because like having to deal with that all the time, the arguments, the fights, the drama, having to always have your sense of self be questioned, and it really is so draining. And I really think there's a spiritual level to it where it's like they literally suck energy out of you the way a vampire would suck blood or something. I really do. And when they do these put downs and insults, and when they do manipulation and play weird games, I really think they get energized from it, and it gives them some kind of a boost, and it knocks you down, and it's like they steal life force from you or something. And that's really how I feel. I really feel like my life force has just been drained out of me. It's like my whole life, these freaking demons have just been sucking the life out of me everywhere I go, and it's everywhere in society, it really is. Like, I grew up as an Orthodox Jew, so all these religious narcissists and all these kind of people using religion to just freaking confine me in a mental cage, drain the life out of me, and that did a lot of damage to me. I talk about that in other videos, but that was an incredibly damaging experience for me. And, just stuff outside of that, just from regular life and family and just people and, getting older, narcissists, getting involved in the church and stuff, narcissists there, and man, it's just like at work in the corporate world, narcissists there, just like, man, like these people are just everywhere. These freaking demons are everywhere. And, they're propped up by society. They're propped up by our culture. And, for me to bust them and knock them out it's tough, because not only am I fighting against them, but against all these people who are enabling them and a system that's enabling them. And it's just like, man, it's not a fun process. It's a tough process. And I've been narc free for a while, probably over a year. And, things have gotten a lot better for me, but I'm just like, man, like, I'm just so burnt out, Hold on a sec, guys. I really am, and if you feel burnt out, it's okay. Just do what you got to do. Do the things you have to do, and it'll get better slowly but surely. But it's like my mind has all these things I have to do, but my heart's just like, man, we got to heal more, And it's okay to be tired. It's okay to need rest. It's okay to just be freaking mentally drained, It's fine. It's part of what happens. And things do get better. And when you get narc free, when you get free from the narcissists, things do get a lot better. I can just say, like, last year, like, I could barely cope, and my health issues were getting so bad, and I prayed, I meditated, I rested, I did the things I had to do, and I'm in a much better state. But if I tried to make videos like this back then, it wouldn't have worked out well. And I did kind of play around with that earlier and stuff, and just my energy was just so off, and was just so funky and odd, and it really took me time to get my energy right, and just to get right with it. And I wish I would have had supportive people around me and stuff, but unfortunately I didn't. God was supporting me though, and I had him on my side, and the Spirit of God was with me, so that helped carry me through this. But You'd kind of expect that the people around you would look out for you more and would be there to help you more, but they're not. They're complicit in the narcissism in a lot of ways, and they enable it, and they're bystanders, and yeah, it's a tough road, but we'll get through this together. We'll keep pushing, and yeah, I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you all for watching. God bless you all. All the likes, comments, subscriptions, views. I appreciate you all so much. Much love to you all, and I will see you next time.